need me to turn off my movie?
No, but maybe.
Let me know. I'll pause.
You talking to me? You talking to me, Tannen? Well, I'm the only one here. Go ahead. Make my day. Hey, good morning, Mr. Eastwood. Morning. How's the cigar, Mr. Eastwood? Anything I can do for you today, Mr. Eastwood?
Whoa! My goodness. Nice to see you, man. How are you?
I'm fucking wonderful. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, wow. My Raven was like, should I stop playing Back to the Future 3? And I was like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And she immediately stopped it.
One of those.
Check this out. Check this out.
What the hell is happening, man?
Can you see yourself?
I can see myself. I was always seeing myself. It's part of me, man.
You're part of my Quake stream. Because when you said you and Brandon were hanging out, I just wanted to include you in some way. I know you guys don't play the game.
Awesome.
But I wanted to...
Quake, we love Quake. Quake is the thing, and it's awesome, and we love to, have some kind of part of it.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much. Well, what's going on? What are you guys doing?
We are just living our lives, man. Listening to some fucking Wilco, tripping our brains off, man.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for your getting in touch when I sent out that tweet. Like, I didn't get.
It was phenomenal. I loved it. I was like, oh my god, fucking Art's killing.
I didn't get any response from him or anybody in the internet, but from you, it made my whole night.
Let me
So
tell
thank
you
you.
what, the only person you're ever going to hear from on that one is Vassar, and he's going to be wrong.
He
Whatever
was.
says is gonna be wrong.
I thought like he was like at least giving an emoji that was open to interpretation in a nice way. He wasn't being. I don't know how to fucking work this thing. Like, what's the proper? Have you been video chatting a lot? Am I too close to the screen? Like, I don't want you to. Am I breaking some kind of etiquette?
I have to say, I'm going to call the video chat police on you. It looks, I got to be honest with you, you look like a dickhead.
Oh my god, that's fucked up, man. What do I do? Do I have to hold it? Should I get a stick? A selfie stick?
What? I love the haircut, by the way.
This is self-administered and it's very dark, so thank you. You can't see how terrible it is.
Are you going for like a was it the Horizon movie there with the
No, all my looks are based on Marty McFly's father, and so like that's why we watch the movie when I need.
on your density.
I feel really fired up when he finally punches Biff, and so like I feel like that's what I really feel like, a testosterone pulse.
You're slowly working yourself up to having some kind of iron fist and just.
You know what, Biff? You're not gonna rape my future wife in that car. That's it. That draws the line for me.
That's it.
Continue to ride.
That's it, man. Oh my god. So what have you been up to? Have you been like just literally chilling? Is this your condo you got there?
Yo, it's my aunt's house. It's like a condo, but it's a standalone unit, and she's got like the upstairs is her bedroom, and down here, like she's in like the living room, and like me and Raven have our room, and so we.
I like how you're looking to Raven like, am I saying this right? This is our room. This is correct. Our room, right? Hey Raven.
Hi. Good to see ya. You look good.
Yeah, you too.
I know. I'm like,
Hey.
you good
Hey
to see
now,
me.
hey now.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, so is everybody in your family okay?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for for asking. Yeah. My sister who lives down in South Carolina actually just drove down to my parents' place in Florida for the weekend.
Okay.
They're down there and they're all having some good times, and I'm still here up in New England, fucking chewing my brains out with Brandon.
Wow, man. What was it like for you? Like working? Did they get you guys out pretty quickly, or what? Were you there too late?
Yeah, we stopped. Well, it's like the legislature. We stopped on March 12th. We
Okay.
passed the bond bill and we left. That was it.
Oh, that's good.
I've been working from home a lot. No, it's been straight up working from home. That's it. I haven't gone to the building at all.
Fantastic. Are they going to be outfitted for? Well, I shouldn't talk to you about super serious stuff. I'm just like I'm so curious because of all the people that I think of as, like, I mean, of course, like there's like like jobs that are all like necessary, but like what you're doing is so important. Like I'm just like, how?
Oh, come on, man. No,
What are you talking about? You're the head of government. Like if without you, there's no like.
That's not necessarily true, buddy. Like,
if you eat it, a truck brought it. So there's some things that I know. I'm like a broken clock. I know things like I'm right twice a day.
Twice a day. You know your shit.
I'm working on a few projects. Can I tell you what they are?
Yes, please. I want to hear them.
So I bought this $500. This was before the government sent me any money, by the way. And if you were to ask me if I think I'm being overpaid to stay home, yes, I feel very guilty about it. I feel Connecticut's very generous.
No, you know what that is? That's back payment for being a human being with dignity and not getting paid what you should be for being a human with a human being with dignity for a long ass time. That's the bottom line.
That's nice, but it's you know how it is. It's just hard.
I know that's not how many people feel, but that's.
No, I never heard that before. Actually, that's a nice way to put it. It's just that I feel guilty, like a weasel. I feel like a weasel.
I don't believe in a minimum wage. I believe in a minimum level of human dignity that by virtue of being born, you're entitled to.
I believe in reporting and government accountability, but I don't believe in reporting or being accountable to the government how much of the money they sent me I'm spending on weed. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm not self-reporting that.
Mr. Bowen, how much have you spent on your trips to the...
It looks like it was a 1-to-1 ratio of government aid to marijuana dollars. Can you explain this cannabis?
What day is this?
I don't know what day it is. And I do have worries like that. I'm like worried that they're going to come bust me for weed. I'm like, I think they probably have bigger fish to fry.
We have way bigger fish to fry. Way bigger fish to fry, man. Don't worry about it.
I do feel guilty. But anyway, it's been very good for me. Like, so anyway, I've been putting together the North America or the world's largest magazine archive of Quake 2 related magazine articles. That's going to be like,
really?
Yeah, it's going to be like month to month, like through the 97, 98 years. And I've been watching that Michael Jordan documentary, but with my aunt and Raven, so it's been like slow because we all have to be aligned like the Dark Crystal to fucking watch it at the same time with everybody in the mood to watch an actually good show that's not on the home.
Like 6:30 in the evening, everyone's all in the mood.
Well, if we watch at 6:30, Chris, to be honest with you, it's going to be vetoed due to the proximity of Alex Trebek. I don't own that time slot.
I'm going to be honest with you. If Alex is done, we're watching that. That's it.
Did you? I really enjoyed how they had used the Friday after the Champion of Champions round to say that they were going to have Ken Jennings back on Jeopardy for another run. Let's see how long you last this time. And it was just one game.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't realize they were going to run that, like, his losing
Really?
episode. That was phenomenal.
Can you see this? Is this too dark?
That's your cat. That's awesome. What's the cat's name?
His name is Asshole, and he goes by the name of No More
I'm going to
Treats.
call him Boner.
No, don't call him Boner.
Just thinking Boner, asshole, makes sense.
Boner, Asshole, makes sense. That adds up.
That all adds up.
Man, you gotta say hi to Brandon for me and wish him my best.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, he's inside now, probably shooting his face off as well.
You know what Elliot would watch or listen to if he was there?
What's that?
He would put on Run for the Roses with Jerry Garcia Band.
I need to put that on. I'm gonna see what. I don't know why Brandon isn't even out here. He's like.
And if Brandon was involved and Chris Wetzel was involved, he would insist that if you put it on, that you put on the picture of the album cover with Jerry Garcia riding
Brandon, get out of here.
on a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Hold on. I'm on the phone with Reef. Reef wants to talk to you. Anyway, he's got a fucking
I've got a real awkward way of holding this video camera, and I'm ready to talk to you.
You're about to see the Brandon Stone walk out of his fucking deck door right there. Look at that. That's a Brandon Stone.
Oh my God, Brandon!
How
How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Nice to see you. Are you doing okay?
We're doing great.
That's good to hear.
Wentzel and I ate a bunch of mushrooms.
That's the smart thing to do. It's a way to gain insight into oneself.
It is the only way.
That's what we're doing right now.
The only way
It's
I know.
the only way. I'm like, I don't read much, but what I do enjoy doing these days is I get Quake
Another
2
way, I
articles in different languages, and then I imagine I know what the words mean. It's like my way of reading. It's not my way or the highway, though, I'll tell you that much. Oh, I was going to ask you, man, from the ESPN proximity, if you have any insight into Michael Jordan's documentary and Last Dance.
No more than anybody else. You know, he had final cut. You know, anything that ended up in that was because he wanted it that way.
What about when Magic Johnson said that wasn't Michael Jordan out there, that was God in Michael Jordan's body?
Yeah, I think Michael Jordan was okay with that.
Well, I mean, they fact checked that, and that turned out to be accurate.
That actually was true.
That was actually
That is
the one occurrence.
They got two sources. One was God, and the other was Yahweh.
they made sure that was accurate before they aired that one, because that was kind of a big deal.
Yeah, when he said that. What about when Larry Bird was like talking and like,
For us.
I don't know. I was just like, man, Larry Bird's on this thing. Everybody's here.
And then didn't Reggie Miller call them in like the second to last episode? Reggie Miller called him.
Oh yeah, tell me. I haven't actually watched it yet, but I've been reading about it. I'm watching it with my aunt and my girlfriend. So I was telling Chris it's like in the Dark Crystal, like how every
Black
10,000.
Jesus. You know, that's like his nickname for Jordan was like Black Jesus or the Black Cat.
Oh, I love it.
You got to remember who trademarked that was John Lennon. I'm the Black Jesus. I believe he said that in 1963.
Whoa, really? I didn't know that.
I'm the Walrus.
No, I'm making that up, Art. That's a joke.
I'm the Walrus.
I am going to go out there and play the race card and say that what Joe Biden said today, I endorse it. I think it's funny. I think that...
Wait, I didn't hear, what did he say today?
He said that if you support President Trump, then you're not black. I think it was perhaps like, I don't know, like a gaffe. Yeah, you think?
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
He's right, by the way.
Wait, he said...
No, he is right. I know, but he said it to a black person.
That was his campaign slogan? If you...
He said it to Charlemagne the God. That's why you guys made me think of it, because you're talking about God talking, and I'm like, I did hear God talk today, but his name was Charlemagne. Charlemagne the God.
Charlemagne the
Joe
God.
Biden.
Yeah, exactly. Also, his name was Joe Biden.
And Joe Biden.
A little bit of Elizabeth Warren. Hopefully, Jesus help us.
Wait, so Black Jesus is John Lennon, or is that Paul
Black
McCartney?
Jesus?
You blacked out on me. You said something about Jesus?
Jesus is coming.
Are you blacking out there?
Jesus.
No audio. We lost audio.
That's probably...
We lost you.
Really?
Where's the audio?
Some sort of
This isn't some kind of quick game. Where's the audio?
There's no audio?
Oh, there you are.
Okay. Oh my God. I think that I just have bad internet, or maybe, I don't know. I never used this.
Clear now.
It could be your hair.
I think it was user error there.
What if I told you guys that I was going to make a Quake 2 movie that tied in walrus bones?
You had me at Quake 2 movie.
You had me quick. You didn't have to say two.
When you said walrus, it triggered a scientific thought in my mind about...
At what
The-
point did we switch from Scotty Thigh to Art? Because I like this upgrade.
This is a very good upgrade.
When they went from that whole thing about his contract to how he felt like he needed to take that time in the season, Scottie Pippen, I felt justified, and I wondered if this was how he got the nickname No Tippin' Pippen. He's like, those tips? Yeah, that's what they should have paid me.
Tipping, at least at a high level.
That was his nickname at the time. Can't afford to be tipping.
No tipping.
In the restaurant business, even like later on, it got to me, like at my age, that was his
Scottie
reputation.
Pippen got painted in a bad light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was probably like shit runs downhill, man.
It was mostly accurate.
But I feel like his
Bad
second,
business moves by Scotty.
So it could have been like I could have been like the ultimate apologist, or when he gave a zero tip, I could have been like, as the manager, like,
Raw end of the stick. It's just
Yeah,
shitty,
there's a-
it's a shitty legacy for Scottie Pippen.
I gotta tell you what about Scottie Pippen. Say what you will about Pippen.
ugly nose.
His late career in Hobbitry was very successful.
really?
Very successful. Yeah. When he was part of Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship,
Was he?
it was very, very successful. I mean, I believe they got the entire ring to Mordor.
Oh, different Pippin. Raven is cooling me in here. I'm getting some inside information.
Using his Pippins.
I got it. I got it though. No, I do. I want to be a Lord of the Rings fan enough to get it. So I'm just gonna fake it till I make it here.
I'm with you.
I got it. I'm into Mordor. I recently saw and was inspired by the Dawn Charge of the King of the fucking, I don't know, when the humans and where the sun rises.
Lifeline.
It's
Look stage left there.
World War II. It's like related to World War II.
Yeah, he's using Lifeline, man.
Let me ask you this: do you think that there's something to do with this Jordan thing and Quake 2 all same time? Like he's like,
Everything has to do something with Quake 2. Everything's got.
yes,
And
yes,
Jordan.
yes.
If there is a constant line, it's Quake 2 and Michael Jordan. There's a bridge there.
Do you think that the Ocho will actually be Quake 2 coverage on ESPN? That I might be the anchor for it?
It could be.
I did see that there was an alternate reality. They had a discovery about like an opposite, like vortex reality that they found.
Makes perfect sense.
They looked inside. You know what they found? Quake 2.
It all comes back to Quake 2. So, did you see that? What I'm talking about? It
Yeah.
was like
Well, not for nothing, but
the upside down world.
Yeah, no, they found it.
if the newsroom is all abuzz and they need an expert to weigh in, and it's all it has to do with something to do with Quake 2, you know,
You know what they turn.
now you know, maybe if you didn't before.
What about Quake 1? Is there any Quake 1?
Yes, actually, unfortunately, there's not enough Quake 2 for me to not be interested in Quake 1. But I've never played it. I've only looked. I've researched it.
I don't want to be. I don't want to. I don't want to dismiss it out of hand. But
Somebody on YouTube was like, "Hey, if you want to be more interesting, why don't you do like this, that, and the other thing?" And like they were like sincere, and I'm like, man, I'm not doing the YouTube to be interesting. Like I don't care if you watch it or not. Like I'm trying to record. This is for posterity. This is for history. Like this is a thing.
that seems to all make sense to me.
Quake 1 bullshit.
Quake 1 was bullshit. Quake 2 was when the revolution started.
If a tree falls in the forest, how would you know?
50 years from now.
I don't know much about Quake 1, Quake 2, but if I'm listening to what I'm hearing,
Y'all don't hear me about Mario.
I'm just gonna follow what Art's telling me that Quake 2 is the way to go.
There you go. Like it's a metaphor for basically the way that people have adapted technology since the Jordan era. Jordan was the last analog superstar. He had no digital equipment that was assisting him. But
So he was like if you were to.
Was he a cyborg in any way?
no, that's what I'm saying. No way. 0 way is a cyborg.
No.
0
Not like
ways.
LeBron. Fuck that guy.
LeBron is a
So if
cyborg.
you were to classify him in terms of like a franchise, would he be like a Quake 1 or a Quake 2?
Quake 1. He'd be Quake 1.
He'd be a Quake 1 guy.
Quake 1 for sure. Quake 1. Classic Quake 1.
In terms of the alternative, as a Quake 2, that would be again who?
Like
Jordan, probably, right?
no. The guy from the Warriors could be like a Quake 2 paradigm. Like you could have like Curry could be like you know, the way that he's like changed the game. Like it's a different thing. It's just apples to oranges.
Totally changed
You
it.
talking about chicken curry?
Yeah, Stephen Curry, like he's the 3-point shooter. Like he just kind of like paradigm shift. Like now we're looking at it a different way. Like the way that they looked at like the numbers, they analyzed it like in the Moneyball way, and then they were like, it makes more sense statistically to take.
Maybe we should use Super Mario as
What about chicken?
Okay. Say like let's use like poultry. Is that what you said? Like uncooked or cooked?
Yeah,
That's what Wetzel said.
Say you have 2 flavors. You could call one ketchup, and then you could just make a metaphor perfectly and call the other one mustard.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Okay, now squirt them on the ground.
You know what Kung Pao chicken tastes like, Art?
Squirt them on the ground, and then the Venn diagram of the ketchup and the mustard squirts, where the flavor mixes. I want you to taste that and tell me what you taste.
Are you saying that Kung Pao is just ketchup and mustard mixed?
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not going on the record with that. I will say this though. I hope you guys have a wonderful time with what.
Thank you.
I was suggesting that you listen to that Run with the Roses song and put on the album cover that has the Tyrannosaurus Rex with Jerry Garcia riding on top of it.
Yes.
That was.
That's the whole reason I laid the phone over there.
Yeah, Run for the Roses.
Can I be involved in your night in one more way and send you a link to some funny GIFs from the 90s?
Yes, always do. always.
They're marijuana gifts. They're not Quake.
We don't accept.
They're Quake. They're Quake.
All gifts, marijuana or not marijuana related.
I think that you're gonna enjoy them quite a bit.
All right, man. Thank you. We will take those and we will.
No, it's so nice to talk to you guys, and I'm gonna send them over now, and have a wonderful time. I'm gonna jump off the video. Good night.
All right.